Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV, and it's time for City to bounce back. Bounce back after a shocking series of results where we've drawn 3, lost 1, and we've got a banker at the weekend. We've got a banker. No, it's not. We're not playing Boris Johnson. We've got a proper banker at the weekend. We've got a 3 points against Luton Town. Luton Town. Okay, so we're here to do the preview for that Luton Town game. And Bernard,
any Luton fans watching this, it is we're a bit, just take the humour side, like, guys.
Because we're hurting. I gotta tell you, I didn't put out a video last night because I didn't watch the game. I was working last night, and I got a lot of Villa fans who came up because they were looking for some City channels to abuse us. And you got plenty of abuse, mate. You got plenty of abuse. But they went on the preview. So the preview, I was wondering why my preview video for the game was getting views, was getting quite a few views, but the game was already finished. It's because they were looking for people to slag off, and they certainly did slag off your comments about Douglas Luiz and Ollie Watkins and whatever. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to mention it, but it just popped.
Well, in my defence, Watkins was their worst player last night, so I'll take that.
So we do try and have a bit of fun. We are all the 2 old sourpusses. Tough game against Luton, mate. Let's talk about that. I've looked at their results for this season.
I think you've got a Luton tracksuit top on, haven't you?
I'll behave. Wolves. I've had this for years. I wore it down to go down the gym because I couldn't be bothered looking for anything else. So Luton Town, okay, look, they're 4th bottom. They've only got 9 points. Okay, which sounds terrible. But I'm just going to give you some of their results, okay? Please bear with me. Apart from the start of the season, back in August, no one's battered them. All right, they lost away to Brighton 4-1, Chelsea 3-0. They even, I'm just going to focus on the league. But when you get to September, their results start to change. So, yes, they keep losing. They didn't win many games, but they lost 2-1 at home to West Ham, 1-0 away to Fulham. They drew with Wolves. They beat Everton 2-1. Getting into October, they lost at home to Burnley 2-1. They lost at home to Spurs 1-0. Spurs are 5th. They drew away at Forest. They lost to Villa 3-1. That's no embarrassment. Villa have won 14 league games on the bounce. Getting into November. Now, this is interesting. They drew with Liverpool 1 each. Liverpool scored in injury time. They lost to Man United 1-0, and Man United were lucky to get that win. They beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Getting into December, they lost to Brentford 3-1, and they lost to Arsenal 4-3. And Arsenal scored a injury time winner again. And Luton winning 3-2 in that game. So their results, apart from the August, have been on the up. Nobody has battered them. The worst defeat they suffered is 3-1 to Brentford. Nobody, and a lot of the results have been by the odd goal. So how are City going to turn it around against Luton? Because Luton must be, look, they probably watched the Villa game. They're feeling confident. They must be cock-a-hoop that they've got a chance of getting something against City.
Why not? Why not think that? I've obviously just jokingly said, we'll pile the goals on, but I'm worried. All right, we'll have Rodri back, which will help. I mean, but is it Rob Edwards, the manager? Rob Edwards?
Yeah.
What have they got to lose, Luton? I mean, Villa had nothing to lose, really, did they? They tore us apart. The commentators said all these teams have found us out now, but they haven't. It's just that we're playing below what we should be playing. Yeah. It's as simple as that. But what's wrong? Luton will have a go. Luton, they've not got no great goal scorers. I mean, they're not scoring loads of goals, but it's all spread around. It's spread around a little bit. Looking at the stats on the
players, the top goal scorer
is it 3?
And this is in all competitions. All right,
3.
They've all played, all competitions. That includes the EFL Cup as well.
So when you think they drew, obviously with the 3-3 and the 4-3, I mean, they must have got all them goals in two games of what they played.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time, Luton score 1 goal, if that, or 2 goals. It's very rare.
And I tell you what, we won't like this. It's a small ground.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not obviously 10,000 fans isn't going to be, but they're right on you. They're right on top of you.
Yeah.
Luton, and City have got a shocking record. We've not won since 1960. Even I was a few months old the last time we beat Luton at their place. So we've got an awful record there. I know, all right, we've not played dozens of games, of course we're not, but I think we've drawn the last 3. I think we got beat the ones before that. So we've got an horrible record. We're in a hole at the moment. Admittedly, we can come out of that. The players can either sit and sulk or actually work and graft and actually do something and get back on track. But we've got to see it yet. We haven't seen it. And Luton will be, as you say, cock a hoop. They're not going to worry about this. And this is a write-off anyway. They assume they're going to get beat, but now they'll be thinking, hey, we can do something for our fans. We can do something special here. So it's all up to City, really. I don't start turning things around. Luton will play like they do. They can. They proved over the last 3 or 4 games they can now start to score goals and they can worry teams. And I think we'll be worried by them. I think it'll be a tough game.
Yeah, I think regardless of what's happened to City in the last 4 games, Luton would still play their normal game, which is what they've been doing. Very, very difficult to beat. And
have you seen their possession stats? It's some games, not possession, accuracy. Like keeping the ball, they're like 50-odd%. It's shocking. When City's in high 80s and 90, you think, oh, this is easy, but it's working because obviously they're keeping it simple and getting that ball forward and scoring. Certainly against Liverpool and Arsenal, they're scoring goals as well. So it doesn't matter that the fact they can't pass it for toffee. They're playing good old-fashioned football, direct football.
Yeah, they're not letting too many goals in. You can say they let 4 goals in, but generally they're not letting too many goals in, and they're not getting battered, and which is a slight concern. Obviously, we don't know about the injury situation. Grealish will be available. Rodri will be available. Don't know about Doku. Obviously, he was injured.
I hope Doku is. He's becoming as key as Rodri, even though he's not up there in the. He's got a lot of work still to do with certain things, but Doku's becoming we need him on the pitch job, isn't he, really?
Absolutely. I think Luton are going to go for it.
Yeah.
Like you said, they've got night to lose. City have got
I don't hold any grudges. They had me in tears in 1983, was it? I don't hold any grudges with Luton. I've never been to Kenilworth Road. I don't know if you have.
No.
You been? No. So, obviously... So I had a City fan friend who had a best mate who's a Luton fan. So he went to a few games, not just City games, but other games as well. And he used to quite like it. It's quite an intimidating little atmosphere for a small ground. But
we haven't played Luton for a long time at their place. It's got to be, 30-odd years?
Yeah.
So, and 83, in the 80s, I was a bit too young to be going away games. It's hard enough going to home games in the late 70s, early 80s.
I think the last time we played Luton, it was it was the 90s. It was Andy Morrison scored our equaliser at that was 98, 99, I think it was the last time we played them.
We were working down in London then. Yeah. I could have gone to a local game. Well, not too far away, but anyway, last question, as always, Bernard, score prediction. Let's see. You've got the last 4 wrong.
I've not even done me. I've only just started looking at my thing, so I've not even looked at it yet. I'm going to go Luton 2, City 3. 3-2 for City.
That's my Haaland face.
We're going to stuff them. 3-2.
I've always gone for lots of goals, but I just can't see it. Luton 1, Manchester City 9. You thought I was going to say 0 there, didn't you? Luton 1, Manchester City. Come on, City 5. I've got faith in the boys, even if you haven't. All those videos you've done, you're slagging Pep.
Hey, listen, Seymour Wynn's got faith, mate. If a Seymour win, that's faith.
Right. Hey, that's more faith than I thought you'd have. Yeah, I thought you'd say. Well, we did. I did say last week against Villa, I'd take a point right now, but Luton is really a must-win game. Even though Villa was a must-win game for me,
I think honestly, I know we predicted. I predicted a draw against Villa. Did you? I'm not sure.
I said 1-1.
I think most City fans deep down were worried, and we were right to be worried. We sometimes give result. I was not surprised 1 iota, but I will be very, very surprised if we don't at least scrape a win against Luton.
One extra question then: if we do lose against Luton,
Pep out.
Yeah, I got Brennan to say it. Say it again, nice and loud.
No, because you got to play that out now. I'm only kidding.
It's going out, that mate. It's going out.
I want Pep for another 20 years. Put that in as well.
That's not going to be the clip that I put out. It's going to be, what if we lose against Luton? Pep out. Get him out. That'll be the one. I'll put that out there to my 200 followers on Twitter or whatever it is I've got. We've got to hope that we can turn it around, because obviously going away to the World Club Championship, we don't want to go there in terrible form and then lose and get.
Well, surely we're wounded, mate. I know we've got Palace at home. We've got that game in Belgrade, haven't we? Then we got Palace, but we're wounded, aren't we? City wounded. It should be a scary animal, really.
This is set up. That Palace game is set up because they're in poor form. They were booed off the pitch yesterday, losing 2-0 on to Bournemouth. Booed off the pitch, set up for City, for them to come and do City, isn't it?
Well, they've done it before. Won't be the first time, but hey, we'll turn it around. The Luton is the start of a 25-game winning run now.
In all competitions or just the league?
All competitions, yeah. That'll take us into March, April, and KDB's firing, and that'll end with a draw. That'll end with a draw, and then we'll go on another run to win everything.
Oh, what a man! What a man! We finish this stream in good. Thanks a lot, Bernard. You look after yourself, mate. And you're not going to Luton, but we'll chat after the Luton game. See you around, Blues.